Amy, let me tell you about a magical place that is so exactly designed to be enclosed space, year-round fun for the whole family that I bet you already know what I'm going to say before I even say the name. Let's say it together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Great Wolf Lodge. You got it, Amy.
My kids loved Great Wolf Lodge when we went. You probably already know that it has a huge indoor water park with a wave pool, lazy river, a bunch of massive water slides. But then your pack can hit the other attractions because wait, there's more.
Great Wolf Lodge has adventure-packed attractions like Magi Quest, a live-action game kids can play throughout the lodge, plus the Northern Lights Arcade. Spent some quality time there, so your kid who loves the lazy river and your kid who loves fantasy games will both have a great time.
Great Wolf Lodge also offers great dining options and complimentary daily events like nightly dance parties, all under one roof. Unpack the car once and you're settled in to have fun. And with 22 lodges across the country, you're always a short drive away from adventure.
We've both had such great times at Great Wolf Lodge, so bring your pack together at a lodge near you. Learn more at greatwolf.com and strengthen the pack.
Welcome to Ask Amy from What Fresh Hell Laughing in the Face of Motherhood, solving your parenting dilemmas one question at a time. This week's question is from Sabrina, who says, my 4-year-old daughter has a nasty ear infection. The medication she got is nasty and she won't take it. Attempting to force it ends with her spitting it out. We tried hiding it in applesauce, but she wouldn't eat it, said it was yucky. We've reasoned with her, bribed with her. Nothing works. Oh, Sabrina, I know the struggle. One of my kids, my youngest, actually had recurring ear infections and had to take that gross pink stuff multiple times with swimmer's ear. And I have another kid who had to take medication from a young age as well. My best solution here, particularly if this is a kid who has ear infections, kids who have ear infections tend to have ear infections. This is a kid who might have to take medicine a little bit more than the average kid, maybe. So your daughter needs to learn to swallow pills. And we think of this as something that is way beyond kids' capabilities, but it's really not. Once they hit 3, they are able to do this. Once they get past, what is it? Definitely a mental block of swallowing the medicine, right? We're supposed to chew food before we swallow. We are designed that way so we don't choke, but your kids swallow things that are bigger than those tiny pills all the time. And here's the technique that got my reluctant medicine taker to take meds as a little one. The duck shake technique. Show your child a video of ducks. You know how they, when they're going to eat something, they lift their head, their beak up to the sky, and they kind of wiggle their head back and forth a little bit. They go, la, 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 and then they swallow. That's what you're going to do, because when you do that, it makes the pill move back farther on the tongue, but it also relaxes your throat. You can't grip your throat and also shake your head side to side very quickly. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to get some M&Ms or maybe Skittles, depending on your kids' dietary restrictions. M&Ms worked well in our house. Something like that are small. They're not scary. They don't taste bad. And of course, your child will probably want to chew quite a few while you're playing this game. And again, it is a game with super fun M&Ms. It's not scary pills. And you put the M&M on your tongue, whatever the little candy is. You take a sip of water, less than you might think. Don't have your kid take a huge, huge gulp of water, because having to swallow all that water is kind of part of the problem. If they do the duck shake and kind of tip their chin up, the pill will fall to the back of the mouth and then they can just swallow. If you have other kids at home or 2 parents, whatever, everybody can play. Everybody gets the M&Ms and the water. Let's all try this together. Let's all try to swallow something like a duck does. And your child will be able to do it. It might take 10 minutes. It might take 3 tries, or it might take 3 tries over several weeks. But this is something that your child can definitely do. If you try that and it really doesn't work, there are compounding pharmacies. That's a sort of magic word you want to ask for. Ask your local pharmacy, do you have compounding capabilities? And if not, call around your area and find a pharmacy that is compounding, because that means they can combine the medicine with other flavors. They can do something to make it slightly more palatable. We had a very gross liquid med that we were able to make slightly more palatable at our local compounding pharmacy. Here are some other things that our listeners suggested that I would never have thought of and I loved. One said putting it in Nutella, and another person said chocolate syrup. Apparently both of those things hide the taste of yucky medicine a little bit better, maybe than applesauce or fruit juice. So try those. Let your child suck on some crushed ice first because it will numb their tongue so that they can't taste the medicine as much. A related tip is get the medicine cold first. Cold medicine, the taste of it itself will be somewhat knocked out. Using the dropper. You know those things we use for little babies to give them infant Tylenol where you push down on the plunger and push it in, even though your kid is 4, if she opens up her mouth and you plunge it all the way towards the back of her mouth and then she takes a sip of a drink she really likes, that might get it down a little more easy. And the last thing somebody suggested, which I'd never tried and didn't know was possible, is taking the medicine as a shot. Now, at least my kids were definitely more interested in swallowing M&Ms than they were in getting extra shots. But for some kids for whom this is really a big deal and for whom shots are not a big deal, medicines are sometimes available in shot form. Sabrina, I think your daughter is probably better from a ear infection by now, but I hope that next time you have to do this, you'll be able to try some of these techniques and let us know how it goes. Send us your parenting questions and we might answer yours next. Email us questions@whatfreshhellpodcast.com. Thanks for listening.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why customers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.